We pray for Ukraine or Urain.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Abandoned places, poignant reminders of the past. Continue watching to find out more.
Every meal is an offering of compassion, and knowing that every meal you have, you're sending a message to the animals of this world that you're doing your part to create a better world. Reverend Andrew Bear, vegan.
Sociable viewers, Vozdra is a greeting word you will often hear in Serbia. That's hello in Serbian. I'm Malenko. Once we choose to follow the elevated vegan lifestyle, heaven's benevolent light shines through the dense clouds around us. The versatile citizens of the autonomous province of Vojvodina in Serbia congratulate you on transforming yourself in this way and thus helping to rescue our planet. May you feel increasing clarity and happiness every day. Welcome to our show, Abandoned Places, Poignant Reminders of the Past.
Qua đây lầu gác âm thầm, nhìn răng cửa mục dễ ngâm cổng hờ. Phòng không gió trỗi vi vu, ngỡ hồn thiên cổ luân lưu muộn phiền. Tường rêu muôn nắng nghìn sương, hoa đào lây lất trổ buồn dăm ba. Cỏ vàng che vết phồn hoa.
The poem Abandoned Mansion by Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, vividly conveys the sense of loss and nostalgia one often feels when visiting a deserted place that was once prosperous, vibrant, and alive with human activity. When visiting such a place, one can't help but wonder how it descended into its current state. On our show today, we'll embark on a reflective journey to visit a few abandoned sites around the world.
The castle community of Burj Al Babas, Turkey, was once a promising housing development featuring a luxurious group of 732 identical chateaux, complete with mansard roofs, turrets, and grand entrances.
The construction started in 2014. However, this fantasy paradise land didn't sell. Some blame the Turkish real estate crisis, some blame the kitschiness of it all. It's also strange.
The developers had hoped to attract wealthy buyers, but the project ultimately failed due to a lack of demand and financial mismanagement. In 2019, the community was abandoned. Despite the project's failure, the castles of Burj Al Babas remain a fascinating sight for visitors. The empty streets and unfinished buildings create a surreal atmosphere, and the grandeur of the castles is evident even in their incomplete state. While the abandoned castles of Burj Al Babas are architectural wonders, the community also provides a warning about the transient fascination of grandeur and luxury. The Crumlin Road Courthouse in Belfast, Northern Ireland was built in 1850 and was once the site of many judicial activities. However, during the 1960s, the courthouse became too small to accommodate the local county council's increasing administrative responsibilities and was finally closed in 1998. It has since been left vacant, growing only wild grass and trees.
Still looking closely at the walls of the space, you can notice incredible architecture and intricate features like stone arches and Greek-styled coves. This would have been one of the courts, but it's totally taken over by overgrowth. There's trees developing.
Hirta, located in Scotland, is the largest island in the remote St Kilda archipelago. It is believed to have been a settlement for 2,000 years. However, beginning in the late 1800s, tourism posed a threat to the traditional lifestyle of the islanders, and the local unfavourable weather led to the island finally being abandoned by the residents in the 1930s. St Kilda is a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its natural beauty and cultural values.
Today, St Kilda is mostly associated with images of epic travel, an exotic, extremely hard to reach island, a lifelong dream for many who wish to visit its pristine shores. And still, St Kilda is the biggest seabird colony in the UK.
Built in 1901, the Hulme Hippodrome in Manchester, UK, was once a popular venue for concert hall performances and shows as part of the Broadhead Circuit Music Hall chain. It was formerly known as the Grand Junction Theatre and Floral Hall.
Now, Hulme at the time was a very different place to what we know now. The music hall was surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of terrace streets, and in those terrace streets lived thousands of working class people, and the Broadhead Circuit brought music hall and entertainment to those working class people. And can you imagine when people came up here, the excitement they must have had within themselves as they were going into the theatre? Must have been brilliant.
However, the theatre was closed in 2018. The building's ornate facade and crumbling interior give us a glimpse of its impermanent glory.
Vegan, walk the way of the enlightened.
Thoughtful viewers, let's pause for a moment now to hear a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Russia, go home now!
Welcome back to our show. Abandoned cities offer a glimpse into the past and serve as tokens of the transient nature of human settlement. The Kangbashi district of Ordos City in Inner Mongolia, China, was built in 2004 to accommodate 1 million people, but remains largely unoccupied. The city was designed to be a modern metropolis with skyscrapers, shopping malls, and luxury apartments. However, due to a lack of demand, the city has remained empty. Krakow, a medieval town located in the Basilicata region of Italy, was inhabited as early as 540 BC by the Greeks who immigrated there. The town was built on an extremely steep hilltop for defensive reasons and offers stunning views of the surrounding area. In the 16th century, the population had averaged 1,500. However, infrastructure problems caused a series of landslides in the 1960s, leading to the evacuation of its residents. Eventually, the town was abandoned completely in the 1980s after an earthquake. Krakow has been used as a filming location for several movies, including The Passion of Christ.
Given all of the things that have happened to this village, it's become a bit of a mecca for scientists to try and understand exactly how you can mitigate against such problems, how you can go from a perfectly working town to a destroyed town. And hopefully we'll learn something from this, from the science into the future.
Macho Man? Aha! You are a vegan!
For many years after its opening in 1841, Anhalter Bahnhof in Berlin, Germany, was one of the city's most important railway stations. The station experienced expansion in the 19th century with the development of Germany's rail network, but was abandoned in 1952 after being severely damaged during World War II. Then, the post-war East German government rerouted all railway traffic from the station to avoid connecting with the West Berlin area. Finally, after being abandoned for half a century, Anhalter Bahnhof S-Bahn station reopened in 1992, following the fall of the Berlin Wall. Another well-known abandoned train station is in Detroit, Michigan, USA.
There was a point in history when Detroit, the great motor city, was a robust metropolis, drawing in hundreds of thousands of people from across the world as its job market boomed. At the center of all this growth was the point from where all its newcomers would venture into their new lives. A 15-story tall building overseeing 18 railway tracks, connecting the city to places like Chicago, New York, and even beyond to Canada. A legendary place named Michigan Central Station.
The luxurious design of the station features gleaming marble floors, soaring vaulted ceilings, and ornate tiling. However, as the auto industry and the local economy declined, the Grand Station was closed in 1988 and then abandoned for 30 years, attracting vandals, photographers, and people seeking temporary shelters.
In 2018, the Ford Motor Company purchased the Michigan Central Station,
offering the building a new life.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Guinea is one of them. Guinea Penal Code. Domestic animal, fish, and crustacean people belonging to others are protected from being poisoned, killed, or mutilated, with the punishment of such offenses being imprisonment of up to 5 years and or a fine equivalent to $1,000. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
One of the world's most known abandoned cities is Pripyat in Ukraine, or Ukraine. The city was once a thriving community of about 49,000 people, with schools, parks, factories, and stores. Until one fateful day, things changed overnight.
On April 26, 1986, reactor unit number 4 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded. Steam explosions that could lift a space shuttle rocketed thousands of kilograms of radioactive material into the sky, and this deadly detritus would go on to contaminate over 100,000 square kilometers of Western Europe.
Today, Pripyat is a ghost town, with buildings left to decay and nature slowly reclaiming the land, serving as a grave reminder of the dangers of nuclear power and the devastating effects it can have on our planet. The abandoned buildings and cities are a testament to the changes and upheavals of our world. They help us remember that everything is temporary, and even the grandest structures can decay and crumble. They invite us to ponder the consequences of our human actions and the legacy we wish to leave behind.
Turn vegan? Wow, love you, man.
Reflective viewers, thank you for your company today during Abandoned Places, Poignant Reminders of the Past.
Up next is multi-part series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 2, the world's first vegan Earth Day march in LA, California, USA. May humanity learn from its past errors and choose a bright future in line with God's benevolent vision and design.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven, Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AJAR.